What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you with another video. This video, we're going, it's been 1 year since we've turned this camera on, started recording and sharing my thoughts with you. And since that time, we've become one of the fastest growing YouTube channels out there with 1,000 subscribers a month. I just wanted to say a special thank you to all of y'all. And sitting here tonight, I'm wondering, what video could I do to celebrate the 1 year anniversary of our channel? And for the longest time, I worked on the thumbnail on how King Griffin became the devil. All right, he become the arch enemy of the apes, and I was going to explain in that video how that happened. All right, and what was going on behind the scenes, and who we really need to turn an eye to. I was going to do that video, but then I said, well, they need to know about negotiations too. So I got a question for you. What is your favorite pastime? What do you like to do when you're off work? All right. When you have a weekend where you could just be off to yourself, what do you like to do? Do you like to read a book? Do you like to watch a movie? Do you like to go walking with your dog in the park? Comment down below. Tell me what your favorite thing to do is, because I'm limited in the things that I can do. All right, I don't walk very well, and I can't walk very far. Most of my day is either taking care of him, shopping for him, or I'm sitting in front of this computer. And when I get tired and frustrated with YouTube and AMC and everything else, the one thing that I like to do to rest my mind is I like to go to YouTube and I search for FBI negotiator Chris Voss, V-O-S-S. And for just a couple of hours, I leave AMC, all right, and I get in depth into Chris Voss's teachings on FBI negotiations. Now, you may wonder, what does that have to do with AMC? You're going to understand in just a moment. Just be cool. What makes me watch Chris Voss? Well, when we got into this play, we didn't know the shit we was getting into. And as the time went by, one day I woke up and I said, wait a minute, these motherfuckers have me as a victim, and I don't play the victim very well. And when I realized that what the market makers, the banks, and the 1%ers, what they've done is they've been able to shape the narrative to where I am a victim. And I don't like being a victim. So I said, what can I do? What can we do? And so I said, you know what? Maybe it's time to dust myself off, okay? Because I've let myself get rusty. And it's time for me to go back to the basics and start studying the things that I know what it would take to beat these people. And that was FBI negotiator Chris Voss. He's one of the best in the fucking world. And you say, well, why are you watching him? Because I like to relax my mind and it sharpens my skills. Now, negotiations, he is an FBI kidnapping negotiator, all right? And he teaches techniques such as 60 seconds or she dies, okay? And it's a fantastic lesson. But the point is this. He teaches you that you can use negotiations in every part of life. You can take the art of negotiation and upgrade for free to a hotel room. He said him and his son have a contest on who can get upgraded to the highest room. All right, so these are techniques that we use in everyday life. That's why I like to watch him. And that's why I studied him in college, and I just realized, let me go back and let's see what Chris Voss would have to say about this situation. So then I created a psych ops. After I started dusting myself off, sharpening my skills again, I said, it's time to go to war with these bitches. And I did a psych ops mission. And I targeted Charles Gasparino. Once I had my target, which was Charles Gasparino, and it could be anybody. It could be Citadel Securities on Twitter. It could be anybody. But the point is, I picked Charles, and then I had to lay the foundation. And I made 2 videos, taking ape hostage and was the AMC ape shares a trap? Once I had the foundation laid, I was ready to go. I went over there to Twitter and I waited and I waited and I waited. And finally that motherfucker tweeted. When he tweeted that negative shit about AMC, I was ready for him. And I laid into him and I said, you bitch, y'all the motherfuckers stuck with it. Y'all the ones that bought this shit. Y'all have had to buy billions of fucking ape. Y'all are the ones in the hole with ape, not us. We could sell it any time. Now, what was the purpose of that? The purpose of that tweet and laying this foundation was to cause confusion and doubt in what they are doing. See? Now, I was tired of being a victim and it's time to take a stance, and the best way to do it is to get into their heads and flip the right switches we want on. And how do you learn to do that? You learn FBI negotiation techniques. So that's why I like doing that kind of shit. I use it in everyday life. But when I did that video about the ape trap, I was hoping everybody would catch on to it. And the next time this motherfucker tweeted, I laid it out what I was trying to do. And then last night I'm watching The Mandalorian, and Tony DeNaro says that Charles Gasparino, he wanted to do a video about Charles Gasparino and how Charles Gasparino had confirmed that AMC is not going bankrupt. And I'm like, that would have been the perfect video. Now I can't do it because he said it. But if he would have put that video out, people, that was an opportunity for us to use FBI negotiation techniques such as this against them and cause confusion and doubts within their ranks. See, nobody wants to talk about that. They just want to talk about, is the banks and liquidity drying up and shit like that. But if we're going to win, you're going to have to start watching. You're going to have to start paying attention. And you have to start saying, this is an opportunity. This is a weapon. No matter who you watch. This is a weapon, an opportunity for us to strike out at them with a positive note or negative note, like I did. You know, y'all the ones fucked, not us. We pull out this motherfucker to bar. Y'all stuck with the shares. Clearinghouse is on the shares, not us. We're whitelisted. That's how you beat them. Get in their heads. We need to start doing that more. Instead of blasting them, you're a dick sucker. He's 5 foot tall. And all the other insults. Start using negotiation techniques. When you watch a video by Chris Voss, you'll begin to understand what I'm talking about. Okay? And how simple it is to flip their switches and cause confusion in their ranks. When you go and you Google and you see a news article, well, you should comment on that news article if there's a comment space. And we can beat these people. We got to get in their heads. We got to make them think. Besides, we just going to buy and hold. No, we fucking over y'all. Y'all do not have the upper hand with ape. We do. So let me wrap this up at a pretty little anniversary bow for y'all. Okay? The sooner you shake off the victim mentality that they've put us into, the sooner we can win. Do you realize, people, there was a time when they were afraid of us. There was a time when they was afraid of us. There was a time when they looked at us and they thought we was the craziest motherfuckers they've ever run into. But that changed. We've lost that edge. And what I'm talking about in this video is how to get that edge back. We need to become the retarded fucking apes we used to be. And this is how we do it. With that, thank you for all your love. To all the haters, fuck y'all. Love you. Be blessed. See you in the next video. I can
feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing.